How's it going, everyone? Today, I welcome you to the Salt Mines, and it is gonna be absolutely wonderful and beautiful. Counterspell Tribal in Historic is absolutely my #1 favorite thing. Counterspell Tribal is literally my favorite thing in the game, by the way. I'm not even joking about that. I have played Counterspell for such an extended period of time, and now we haven't done it for a very long time, honestly. And I decided, you know what? It's time to have a little bit of fun. And I absolutely love the format. So, this is what we're going to be playing. It's a basic Orzhov Counterspell build. But this basic Counterspell build does 3 things differently than your average Counterspell build. So, first of all, for those of you who are Counterspell aficionados, this is actually going to be a little bit of more in-depth talk, actually a lot of in-depth talk, so some of you may probably want to skip if you don't want to know the fundamental basics of playing historic Counterspells. Okay, so the first thing that a lot of you are going to notice is the fact that when you count the counterspells that we have only 12, which makes us significantly weaker in a counterspell matchup against someone who has, like, for example, 16 counterspells. Because when you're playing a counterspell versus counterspell matchup, the amount of counterspells you have in total is very significant. But I am trying to go past that by using things like Dovin's Veto, search for Azcanta, 2 mirrors, a Celestus, and a lot of cycling cards like Revitalize and Union of the Third Pact. Admittedly, these cards are still more or less just against aggro, especially Revitalize and Union of the Third Pact, and it does a good job. It does definitely a good job. But against the other counterspell builds, I think Dovin's Veto is going to be fine. We do not have any 4-cost Tefaris hidden here, because the reality is if you put in a 4-cost Tefari, even 1 copy of it in Historic, chances are you're never literally going to play against someone with counterspells. Admittedly, without the 4-cost Tefari, well, now, you're gonna play against counterspell builds that have a Tefari to call their own, which is stupid, but that's just the thing we have to sacrifice here, honestly. We have March of Overwhelming Light and Fateful Absence for removal. This is for the enchantments and artifacts. This is for Planeswalkers. Well, Planeswalkers are mostly going to be counterspelled, and for Doomskars. Doomskar still is kind of a little bit more reliable than anything else. Is a little bit contrived with Celestus, yes, because the mana doesn't play along here nicely, but usually it's not really a problem. Like, the chances that you're going to lose a game because you chose the Celestus instead of Doomskar, kind of on the low end here. Plus, with all the Revitalizes and Unions, it's not going to be a big problem. Our win condition, by the way, is self-mill with Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. 1 into the story, one Day of Judgment, Narset, and Cleanse the Mind. Narset is here for those other people who have a lot of draws. Currently, I have been experiencing a lot of builds with 100 cards in their deck, and Maze Mind. No, Maze's End, not Maze Mind. Maze's End. Yeah, literally almost unplayable against. We do have 2 Fields of Ruin, but the reality is, yeah, if Wizards is gonna feel like making you lose, congratulations. Here's a Gate build with 100 cards for some reason, and they're just gonna Maze Mind you. But, you know, sometimes you can feel the Ruin it and actually win, but, you know, I wouldn't rely on that too much. But in any way, that's pretty much the build. 2 Fae of Wishes. I was considering maybe try and go for 3 Fae of Wishes, because Fae of Wishes is a 1/4, which means it can just be dropped as a blocker against mono red, which is actually way more impactful than you may honestly think. But in any case, 24 lands to be specific, 2.9 average mana cost, and with that said, let's go queue up and hopefully not run into a single Maze's End type of build there, because I will scream if that happens, you know? I will send lizards a letter. It is going to be a polite one, but very firm on my disdain for them. And by letter, I obviously mean tweet, because who knows how to write a letter nowadays? You know, even in my time, that was kind of almost esoteric knowledge, because, well, we had to learn it, but, like, bruh. I mean letters, dude. Fun fact, you still actually need... Oh, there we go with the Field of Ruin. Dovin's Veto, got a Quench and search for Azcanta. Opponent goes first, not good. The hand is pretty okay. Okay, got an... if we get a third land, it could be good. If it's white, it probably is good. Okay, we're playing... ooh, we're playing up against another Counterspell build. Let's test the waters. Maybe not. This is just gonna be something annoying. Yep. That's the annoying I'm talking about. Well, what can I do? Okay, wait, is he... do you think he's just gonna get us to... well, we actually can win against Mill. So we need to dodge the additional Ashiok here. Do this, doesn't matter. We're gonna use these charms to draw, because we need to hit a Fae of Wishes. If we do that, we can actually win. That most likely is a Counterspell. Okay. A bunch of lands, all of my does. Well, this is pretty bad. But then again, we have... oh, got it. Got it. But I'm not gonna actually use it. Because he's on 5 mana, you always need to keep open a counterspell for 5 mana, because your opponents probably are gonna be annoying. At this point, he might as well honestly mill everything I have. It doesn't really matter for us that much. He has 5 mana, and honestly, it's not looking good for us. He actually also has a hull. Huh. Interesting. Let's see what he actually does with this. Let's see if there's a counterplay to that, because this is gonna be the only land that I actually care about. Oh, right, Ashiok. Oh, dude. So, we're getting countered to an extreme degree here, eh? Well, ain't that fun? Well, admittedly, I kind of, to a degree, expected that. But again, enemy goes first. This is a decent Quench. He's gonna still mill us, but as long as he doesn't hit all of our Fae of Wishes, we have a win condition here. Top Fae? My bet is on top Fae. Let's see how it is. Oh, I need to press the resolve button, scusi. No, but we... this is getting dodgy. If he mills the Fae of Wishes, we lose. Oh, this is useless, sadly, now. Union of the Third Pact. I can't counterspell the I can't go for the Ashiok now. Oh, you know, by the way, the thing that is absolutely the best against you is no Fae. Okay, we can still win. The thing that is absolutely 100% of the time the absolute best against you, by the way, is like an early 3-cost Ashiok drop or something stupid like that. Those things actually just win against you so often. If this is a land, no, I can't even take that. I need a land. That's good. That's actually good. It works. Again, it's not the biggest deal, but it was luck. Does the Ashiok get... do I care about you? Honestly, probably not. Yeah, I don't care about that. Those spiders don't mean... whoa! Huh. Okay. That's a bit unexpected. Those spiders are never gonna win against me, so... do I Union or Fateful Absence? I think he has a counterspell here, so we kind of should probably test the waters. I don't really care about Lult being on the board, so might as well. Oh, he does. What is this? At least there is blood. What is that? I thought it's a farewell. Huh. Not a farewell, but the 3-cost thingamajig. Okay, that's stupid. Can I get a land, by the way? Yes, good, honestly enough. Okay, as long as we have one counterspell, because I kind of know what the only things that are actually a threat to me here, and I don't care about any of them. As long as we currently get enough, bruh. I mean, sure, waste all of your mana doing that, like, I don't exactly care too much. But yeah, this guy is just annoying. But at least we know he doesn't have counterspells, which is good. Maybe even get to flip the Azcanta. Man, this is so tough when you get someone who's... that's not a blue land. I need a bluey. That's bad now. If he just plays another Ashiok, I'm actually done. I'm conceding. Because there's no... probably there's no coming back from it. Blood on the snow. Dude, you're playing Snowlands. What kind of animal are you? Maybe Fae of Wishes? Nope, didn't hit the Fae of Wishes. Well, this is literally called everything, and he's gonna hit the Fae of Wishes now, isn't he? No, still not hitting Fae of Wishes. Wow, what is this? If I draw it again, I can just win. Revitalize, not today. I mean, we still have a small shot at this rate. It's pretty much 1 in 3 that he hits the Fae of Wishes. If he doesn't honestly hit it at this point, he's kind of unlucky. Don't care about that. Yeah. Do whatever you must, honestly. Yeah, this is literally, by the way, our biggest weakness. Fae of Wishes now. Nope. No! Whoa, what is this? I actually have a win chance here. That's insane. Oh, we got the Fae of Wishes. So how do we play this now? We do have this, but we don't have anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, but we have only Archmage's Charms, and I think he milled all the Dovin's Vetos. Maybe there's one left. I don't fucking know. In any case, I guess I'm gonna do it. I literally don't have a better choice at this moment, sadly. But yeah, I'm not really too surprised. Oh, I can actually drop the Fae of Wishes and see what happens. He probably has removal for it, but it doesn't matter. There is a slight chance that we can win. Always poison the cup! Wow! That's annoying. So yeah. Ashiok is, I don't know, one of the probably greatest opponents for us. That's just stupid. You should feel bad for your... I should feel bad for this. Wait, how much do you mill whenever a target player mills 2 cards? Okay! It's actually plausible. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not, huh? Can this be done for 6? Do this, 5. No, I think we lose. Yeah. Yeah, this does not look good. Mills 4 cards, Let me check one thing. Four, yeah, he milled all the 4. Okay, we lose. Well, this is unfortunate, but again, it's like Wizards knows how to make you lose. There's nothing you can do against. Go first, Ashiok, and then you have no way to deal with it. Because the reality, we had the land, we had the Field of Ruin in the opener. There was nothing we can do it. And Search for Azcanta was definitely the play here, because chances are you're playing against Dimir counterspells more than you're playing up against an Ashiok. Admittedly, maybe I should have predicted that there's an Ashiok because this is Arena. Like, you know, you play this, you will play against things that you literally never knew that existed before, which is stupid. But it is what it is. Another field... Dude, do I actually switch back to 1 Field of Ruin? I switched on 2 Fields of Ruin before starting the recording, because I got tired of playing against losers with 100% with 100 cards in their decks and who play that. But yeah, Field of Ruin in every opening hand is bad. So I don't know. At least we got 3 lands. Another Search for Azcanta in the opener, which is kind of ballsy. Well, we have Quench, and Union, and Doomskar. Technically, we can kind of deal with anything. Indestructible lands, so is this guy land destruction? If he is, we probably win. Even if he has, like, Stone Rain, I can just drop something and we have Quench. So technically, we should be survive. Ooh. Oh, he's using that combo. Okay, this just essentially ramps you. Cute. Okay, I'm gonna go for the counter spells. This currently looks like a pretty reasonable win, unless he pulls out a miracle that I can't completely deal with here. Well, we're gonna have to see. Trolley Bolly. Okay. Yeah, that's a quench. If we get another counterspell, we should win, essentially. Nope, that's not a counterspell, though. Wizards! Wizards! If I don't get the counterspells, Karn. Dude, bruh, Karn, go. Like, no one cares the card. Okay, and now we're getting all the lands. 50% land draw ratio. Field of throwing against something that doesn't even work. That's hilarious. Well, whatever. Metallic. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, this is... Dude! So... Man, I hate this garbage so much, honestly. You know, we're not playing against elves. We're not playing against any tier 1 build. We're playing against nonsensical shit. I can't even take that. And again, by the way, okay, we draw the things too late, essentially. This is what's happening. Well, I am gonna do it like this. It doesn't matter. The mana is not gonna be useful for us anyway, and he's gonna have a way to deal with Search for Azcanta, which is gonna be horrible. So he does that. So yeah, he's just the liquefied metal coating land destruction. And he has the full combo, by the way. Because this just because there's nothing you can do against this, right? There's literally nothing you can do against this. So we have gotten perfect handed 2 times in a row now. We have literally gotten perfect handed 2 times in a row. And, well, this is just magic, and this is why this game is an uncompetitive fucking shitfish joke. Well, it is what it is. Let's see. Well, at least there's, okay, more lands. Yeah, 50% land draw ratio when it's completely unneeded. Dovin's Veto. Maybe? Again, we shouldn't struggle against... Oh my god, we got nothing. Wow, we got actually nothing. We shouldn't struggle against this garbage, because it should be so blatantly visible. Actually, I should have kept this and just gotten rid of that, but honestly, I'm too mad currently. The fact that this guy is playing liquid metal coating and he just gets caught off the bat pisses me off so much. It just pisses me off so much. What can be done? All he needs to do is, by the way, prog the battle stage and call it a day. I hate this game so much because of this garbage. Yeah, he just sits on the... And now he can do whatever he wants. And he does nothing. So, this is a free win, but it's not a free win because, you know, sadly the thing is... our opponent just has... Okay, we actually got a card that does things. Whew. This should be a free win, by the way, on any level. On every level, not any level. Because it's just like, you counterspell the Planeswalker. He plays literally nothing of value. And it's easy to see. The reason why counterspells are so powerful, by the way, is because if you have enough experience, you just know what they're playing, right? You just literally know. I can't actually. Well, Dovin's Veto. Nah, use this. Nah, I want to use this, but that's not enough. He has this, which might... Wait a minute. What if? Put it on the battlefield. Wait. No. That's too risky. You see, again, we should. This guy should never have a shot against us. Honestly, this is just reality. But he got a con, and that's, well, he got the coding and con. So, now he surrenders. You see? He never had a shot against us, but Wizards just gave him the perfect opening. He actually had everything he theoretically needed. Wow. I want a real matchup. I want to play against Red Aggro. I want to play against Elf Ball. Well, against Elf Ball, if they go first, we pretty much lose unless we rat. But you get the point. Well, actually, no. Even if we rat, we don't win against Elf Ball, because if you rat against Elf Ball, well, they still probably have enough mana for... what's it called? Collective Company, and then you still lose, because that card is completely overpowered. Okay, 2 lands. Opponent goes first again. Wow, what a time to be alive. And is this a mirror match? We do have yeah, it's a mirror match unless he's like, I don't know, some kind of miracle kajirical. Okay, so these Doomskars are useless. Fae of Wishes is bad, but we do have this and this. But he gets to go first. So, mirror match. First to 5 mana wins the game. Yep, it's Counterspell mirror match. I'm betting he's 16 counterspells also. Even though he's playing crap like Skybridge Towers, which is a complete waste of oxygen. But that's fine. Do this. Pay life. Now we have access to Disallow. So, the first person to 5 mana usually wins. Or 7 mana in some situations. Because that is the point where you can drop your first threat. And your opponent cannot do anything because you have protection for it. That's why whoever gets the 5 mana first usually wins. Well, typically. Ooh! Yeah, this is Wizard's specific pick because he's playing Taste of Talent. Okay, that's not bad. I also, by the way, was rolling with Taste of Talent for a while because, dude, you cast this against anyone who plays counterspells, you kind of win the game, you know, if you cast it on the right thing. In this case, by the way, if this guy wins, I'm mad because this guy does not know the matchup. You Taste of Talent the counterspells. You want to get a 3-cost counterspell with Taste of Talent. That is what you do, okay? Anything other than Taste of Talent on a counterspell is garbage. For example, he just literally milled my Union of the Third Pact, which is the stupidest decision you can honestly ever make. And that is for a very, 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 very simple reason. Because these cards are filler. I literally have them because they are good against aggro, and they are useful. Dude, I got 5 lands. This guy's mad. But again, we're not a classical win condition, so not too much to be mad. I couldn't... usually you just drop like a Teferi under protection and whatever and see what happens. Ooh, a Narset. Well, he knows everything in my hand, so this makes sense. But you know what he doesn't know? This. Okay, Fateful Absence. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Useful. Now we know he's a Narset player also. Information. He's gonna drop the 4th land, yes. But he's still not gonna pump out anything until the 5th. Now, the disadvantage that we do have against this is the fact that, well, we are kind of... we don't have the Teferi threat, we don't have the perpetual land draw, not land draw, but draw threat in general here. So that's a little bit problematic, but it shouldn't be that bad. We have 1, 2. Well, we only have 2. If he has 4 in his hand, that's bad. But we are leading in mana, which probably makes him feel bad about life, but that's good. We haven't drawn any Search for Azcantas. We haven't drawn any mirrors. We have not drawn a lot that actually makes a difference. Port down. What is this? More lands. If I was a basic Teferi Azorius build, I would be stoked with this because this is the win. This is most likely the win. Okay. Oh, and also, currently we don't have access to any of it. But usually, for example, if you're playing counterspells versus counterspells, is he gonna draw that for a land? That would be insane. If you're playing counterspells versus counterspells, there is this small little thing that you can do, which is pretty hilarious most of the time. And that is just throwing out bait to see if your opponent deals with it. Because, for example, Narset, pretty good, but honestly kind of bait tier, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you throw out cards that your opponent kind of wants to counterspell because they technically do give you an advantage. But if... oh, Sharknadoes, eh? Okay, well, he's basic gamer, huh? Oh, that's fine. I can actually pre-meta Doomskar at this rate. Dude, by the way, he completely just lost the game. If I am basic Teferi build, he just literally threw the game away. He has... do I risk it? I have Dovins. There's no risk, I think. Well, there's slight risk, but I don't think that's the biggest deal in the universe. So I will not set of my own. I will prep for that. Okay. So yeah, he now sees the Nar set. We have a Dovins that he doesn't even know about, right? Yeah, he doesn't know about the Dovins. He doesn't have enough to cast 2 threats. Oh, he's using Portable Hull, Giga Chat. But yeah, man, he just lost the game so hard, by the way. This guy does not know the matchup. If you ever do something as stupid as just Shark Typhoon, Sharknado right there for all of your mana, when your opponent has enough mana to cast and protect, you literally threw the game. There's just no question. You have literally thrown the game. And he can attack me now, it doesn't matter. I wonder if he has a way to deal with the Narset. We're kind of gonna... Well, I'm kind of gonna be risking it here a little bit. But I feel that this is gonna be good enough. Let's see if he even tries to counter this. If he counterspells the Fateful Absence, I think it's actually also good. We still winning. Because then we can Narset and removal plus protection, which is insane as a play. And the Quench. Mamma mia. Oh. Maybe we don't even Narset. Nah, we Narset. And he doesn't have a 2-cost counterspell anymore. We know that now for a fact. And here's a mirror. And he can't counterspell it. What are you gonna do? You don't have a counter. Oh no! Is he Giga? He's a moron. This is the verse. And now he plays at the pot. You gotta be shitting me. This guy's a moron. Oh no! This guy's literally autistic Scatter. Are you kidding me? This is the first thing you'll learn when you're playing counterspells. You literally don't do garbage like this. You literally don't use these cards because they're bad. They're literally bad on every fundamental level known to humanity. Like, you should feel bad about how stupid you fucking are. You absolute walking dingus. Oh, I am so mad. Scatter Ray. You never do. Yeah, I'm not surprised he plays a second one. Do I actually want to counterspell this though? I feel that he most likely has a second one, but that's fine. Oh, I'm just speechless. Also, he's currently kind of winning on the mana because now his oh, he's doing that. Okay. Man, I haven't seen such a bad player in forever. Because using a counterspell that literally is doubling down as counterspell only for creatures is the stupidest choice ever. Because the reality is those cards don't do anything. Pre-med, sure, why not? Those cards don't do anything. You get so much more from adding a Revitalize than Scatter Ray. Because it's better for the early game and it's not garbage. Oh boy. So now it's the kind of awkward moment of the game. Well, now this is actually going to be pretty good for him. But now it's the kind of awkward moment of the game where he has advantage over us in hand size. And he technically has a shot, but no one cares about that part. And it's going to be really annoying dealing with what he has. I'm not sure how much direct removal he has. He has a portable hole, and we just drew this. I guess I'm just getting rid of this and we're just waiting. At points like this, by the way, adding something like Castle Vantress is really useful because the double scry just kind of wins the matches. But I didn't actually Dude, he just... Dude, this guy has no idea. It's so painful! He has no idea what he's doing! It's still my turn! I can literally drop something big with protection now, unless you're gonna Dovin's Veto me. But if you have Dovin's Veto and Scatter Ray, This means that you literally lose against every single aggro build in the history of ever. And I have no idea what that is. Maybe a Doomskar? He's probably rolling with some... So he has 2 Vrats in his hand. So we effectively need to deal with less than originally anticipated. But we're currently... Well, we have Vetos. This is the super awkward part of the game. If he has removal, by the way, we're kind of... Ooh, he doesn't. Okay. Wait, he did... No, that's our first Fae of Wishes, right? Yeah. I'm still pissed that someone's playing Scattering. Who does that? No one should do this! No one should do this. Admittedly, it's kind of fun because it's something completely off the wall and unexpected. And he has currently a 1 protect for example, Shark Typhoon, which is not impressive. He needs to deal now with the Fae of Wishes because he most likely knows I can just do this. And I am doing it, which makes it just that much better. Let's see, will he try to remove it? Because well, he's probably not thinking about it, but I should be drawing up on my next threat any moment now, right? So there are things like that. Revitalize. Do I actually do this? Oh yeah, for sure. We have the mana. We have the mana. I'm always pretty much trying to have enough mana for a Disallow and Dovin's Veto in combination. He did nothing just now. What a time to be alive. Into the story it is. This is an instant. You literally just ducked yourself so hard, it's insane. Why would you not fight for the Fae of Wishes? Does he think it's easier to fight against just the cast of Into the Story? Like, I'm already 4 mana down. So he doesn't have 3 counterspells. Essentially, that's the information he just gave me. He doesn't have 3 counterspells, which seems insanely unlikely. Or he has 2 counterspells plus a Quench, which would make his hand weak. You see, by the way, why I love this? There's so much actually consideration. Not, well, anything other than counterspells is like, okay, autopilot, let's go, baby. I'm just gonna play the most left card constantly and probably win still 50% of my games. But you see? And this guy doesn't know what to do anymore. This guy probably Wandering Empress? Huh. There's actually a world where I don't counterspell this, but since my unions are all down, I actually kind of need to. It's very unreliable. Okay. So do we go for Disallow? Yep. Let's go. I think he's gonna try and counterspell this. But again, there's Dovin's Veto, and even if that gets played out he doesn't! What is this? And a Teferi unprotected. You know what? Actually, I kind of like this guy. He's trying, but he has no idea how these matchups work. I know counterspell matchups from start, and this is a joke. I know counterspell matchups pretty much from start to finish. I'm gonna feign that I have mana. Also, keeping mana open is pretty good. Okay, I have 1 Dovin's Veto. Now I need to play harder. Okay. That's definitely a Vert counterspell. Because we now need to Fae of Wishes and get Cleanse the Mind, essentially. And he surrenders. Okay, so his hand was a dud, it seems like. I'm pretty sure it most likely was like a Quench or something. Dude, that Scattering Ray play literally just completely off the charted me. Oh my god, Scattering Ray, you gotta be kidding me. Who plays that? But yeah, so that guy most likely... It wasn't that bad. But it's clear that the guy just doesn't know and understand the decision making that's going behind everything that's being done here. Okay, I'm gonna ditch one Field of Ruin, and now we're just gonna add our good old friend Castle Vantress. Castle Vantress is amazing. Okay, do we want to change anything from that we saw that game? No. Mirror stays. March. March is kind of the weakest card we currently have, technically, but its niche uses are so good. But a second Quench would be kind of balls. Because March is less useful anyway. So, okay, let's go for a second Quench. Let's do it like this. A small change, a small change. From that game, I kind of want to do the small change. Admittedly, the March would have been better against, you know, like Sharknadoes and whatnot, but yeah. Oh, man, that guy did not know how to play that matchup. Well, learn from the master, baby. Learn from the master. Again, I started playing Magic when Amon Ket was the current expansion, okay? And, man, counterspells, Gear Hulk, Steam Gazer Hulks, or the blue Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk, but what was it? Blue Gear Hulk? What? Dude, stop! Stop! This is the 4th game in a row I could just get Field of Ruin in the opening hand, and it's stupid! He's even. Unless a miracle happens. Oh no, double blue. I think it's an easy win. Okay, so again, counterspells are absolutely devastating if you know what you're doing. If you know what you need to counterspell. So yeah, counterspells are, yep, self-mill? Oof. Yo, is this? No, it's not mine, but, you know, cool anyway. Drop this. Do I want to pre-med? There's nothing I can do anyway, so might as well pre-med the Doomskar. No, well, it's completely useless and a flattery, but yeah, at least it's something, right? Faithless Looting, so on 4 mana... Okay, so here you need to know that on 4 mana can... Oh, this is that kind of build! Wow, Doomskar actually is big here. I'm gonna actually do it like this. I know what this is. I played against this yesterday. This guy just plays a bunch of zombies, and yeah, this is the strangest thing ever. It's pretty strong, don't get me wrong, under the right circumstances. But kind of low impact, not gonna lie. So, how do I want to do this? I actually want to maybe drop the Field of Ruin. No, we can still do it. Okay, so considering we know that this is a hit face type of win condition reanimator build, we should be fine. Jeez Louise, my boy, what are you doing? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Wow. Oh, with blue? Does this work? I think it does. Does he even have basic lands, do you think? There's a small chance we just won the game on accident there. And he doesn't! Nice. Ah, that's pretty neat. So, oh, he did have another one. That doesn't really matter. Okay, I can Vrat next turn, but I can't cast the counterspell though. That's annoying. Okay, Glimpse, Mill, whatever, it's fine. Do I actually use... Okay, yeah, I have seen this. I mean, it's pretty cute, but at the end of the day, it's not actually that good, you know what I'm saying? It's like... Wait, what? When a creature enters the next end step. No, at the end step, yeah, it doesn't matter. So I can just literally Vrad this and it's fine. I don't know how he... Yeah, you can't get more than you know, the amount that you have there, so nice. I don't currently though have anything oh! Creeping Chill is Dude, Creeping Chill could actually kill me. Because he has 3 more Creeping Chills. I forgot about that part. Okay, well, let's hope. And a Necro whatever. Okay. Bruh, Wizards. What is this? That's... I did not know they played this card. Okay. Never seen anyone actually utilize that card, but it is what it is. So, yeah, okay. Get your stuff, King. Or whatever. Okay, so, yeah. So, oh, we actually got it, huh? As long as we have one counterspell, it should be fine. It should be. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on this one. Do we win? An average reanimator build, by the way, is super shit against us. Because the reality is, like, simple, right? Oh, he's gonna have one land left. Wait. Target player draws 2 cards. Nice. Went a little bit as not expected, not gonna lie, but hey, it is what it is. Creeping chills, no, thank you. How about you just, yeah, how about we this? Oops. Good game. Let's see. The beauty of drawing your opponent cards time to time. See, now that's what we like. Dude, I did not expect this to actually be so threatening. We just got a super lucky hand, but I don't think that was a win for us. I honestly don't think that was a win for us. Oof. Okay, you know what I want to do now, by the way? Because this is getting super sus, The Archmage's Charm draw is nice and everything, but currently, like, mamma mia, pizzeria, bipola popola, you know, all of those Japanese things. Wizards, thank you for the Did you crash? No shot, you crashed on the... The game crashed. Well, at least it only takes a second to... Indie development shithole. Oh my god. So... Oh my god. It's what... How is this real life? How is this real life? We're back, by the way, and... Oh my god. Dude! Well, at least this doesn't happen that much. Crash in the deck builder. Amazing. 10 out of 10 wizards. 10, you know, it's like a spicy meatball. Oh my god. Is it gonna put... No, it doesn't even put me back in the deck builder. I wanted to change one thing because currently we're actually running into this problem a lot. And by the way, I think this is the weakness of videos like this, because the reality is we constantly need to adapt with what Wizards is doing. If you crash again, though. Okay, so I am going to be using the card that I dislike the most in life, and that is called Memory Deluge. We are going to fit in Memory Deluge. Definitely ditching one of these bad boys, and probably ditching... Well, the Celestus currently is a bit underwhelming. So, yeah. Wait, are we on exactly 3.0 mana average cost? That's a question. But with 24 lands. Huh. Maybe it works out, maybe it works out. Are we gonna play now against mono red? Well, there's a chance. There's definitely a chance. Yeah, because Memory Deluge would have honestly been amazing against so many of these matchups. Usually it's not. But again, we're currently not playing against any red. Maybe it's going to be -1 Memory Deluge. I don't even know. Well, we currently haven't lost because of literal land... well, we have been close to losing because wrong lands and whatnot, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, so is this mono red? Close. Bam. YOLO. Okay. And we do have Veto, but Quench is probably going to be the big one. Do you have the thing that does the stuff? No, you don't. Low skill, Andy. Low skill issue. What the hell is this? Oh, wait, is... Interesting. Will I be okay. I don't know what this is. Usually this is the build where you just get the big cards out by cheesing them. But I don't remember how these builds look exactly because it's been a while since I have done them. And it's been a while since I have seen anyone play them. So I need to figure out how these builds work because I don't remember. Was it just treasure tokens into... Fuck, I don't remember. This is bad. Well, we have a hint, and the hint is anything that actually gets cards out of the graveyard is like the big bad that we need to counterspell. So we do have enough here. Hopefully I can use yeah. Okay. Okay, Chief. 1000-Year Storm and Goldspan Dragon. Right. Okay, so I just literally need to counterspell a 1000-Year Storm and he has nothing. Okay, got it. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic, but shouldn't be that hard. I could have even pre-meted Doomskar, by the way, if I felt like it. Have 2 Quenches, which is gonna be fine. He's gonna play a Goldspan Dragon most likely now, right? There's no way you just risk a 1000-year. Hello there. Yo ho ho. There we go. Good. There was a slight... Dude. Because builds like this can actually incorporate 2 counterspell cards. And by 2 I mean in total 2 counterspell cards. So it is a bit dangerous, honestly, playing against something like this. It's quite a lot dangerous. So this is Smoldering Tide with 1000-Year Storm combo. Okay, that's pretty neat. And there we go with the Quench. Dude, the red thing now that looks like it's uncounterspellable wizards, you need to fix that garbage, okay? I'm just saying. Actually, I can pre-med this, sure, why not? Okay, so I just need to dodge 2 more gold spams. I think he has 1 more. It seems plausible that he has 1 more, right? Did nothing, which means I can charm for draw, which is good. We have enough here, we have enough here. And another outburst, okay. Does he use this only for treasure token generation, I wonder? Because it kind of looks like it. But then why not use the 1 red card thing that, red mana card that creates treasure tokens, though? Is this like an actual win condition or something, maybe? Oh, I don't have, okay. Okay, wizards. Okay. Annoying. Okay, no, this is gonna be a... Did it? Yeah, I tapped the wrong lands. Okay, it shouldn't matter. We win. We should be winning this pretty hard. So, okay, it doesn't really matter that much now, does it? Oh, that's pretty useful. We just need to wait now, and we're probably gonna win pretty hard. Not sure how he's supposed to use this card. Is it like a finisher piece or something? Maybe. Do I quench? Well, I have protection after quench. No! Yeah, it's still Dovin's Veto. Still Dovin's Veto. Okay, it doesn't look like he has counterspells though. Because he probably would have drawn like 1 at least, right? And then we get the Quench. Perfect. Okay. And we still have more sauce left. And this on blue, obviously. Now we can actually draw if we want to, but I don't want to. Okay, so Smoldering Tides are kind of almost over for him. Paid life for that, interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe we can bait something out because he doesn't know that I don't have that I have a counterspell left. You know, you never expect these things, right? Okay. Union of the 3rd Pact. Let's go, baby. Let's see how it is. I should be drawing my mirror anytime soon, so that's also kind of big. Yeah, see, told you. As always, boys, the 40th card. Okay, and now we should win. The chances that he has 2-cost card that destroys the mirror 0, but even if he destroys the mirror, I actually let him destroy the mirror. Yep, that was extremely expected. Yeah, because you don't play Smoldering Tide without emergency powers. Another one, bruh! Don't even care, you literally just drew me not a lot of counterspells, huh? Oh, wait, SpaghettiOs! SpaghettiOs! Yeah, good enough. Kind of living on the dodgy side of town, but you know, it's good. Do I want to do this? I can't do this. Shit. Well, it is what the... Oh, Quench is not that bad, honestly, even. Okay, okay, now we're talking, Okay. Yep. Ooh, man, he got good draws there. He almost got us. He almost actually got us. That was insane. But now that we know exactly what his game plan is, and it looks like he has no counter spells, we can pretty much live comfortably. We just need to dodge a couple of these things, and now you know, and now we actually have a use for overwhelming light. So it's pretty good. Being annoying. Yep, not gonna let you do that, Chief. I know you're trying to bait out my shit so you can actually play the Smoldering Tide, because, by the way, that's his win condition. If he gets a Smoldering Tide down, pretty much a win condition for him. Another one? Oh, you absolute asshole. But I have so much draw at this point, it doesn't matter. Can I actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't actually still, no, wait, I could. But do I risk it? I think he just used all his resource. Yeah, that's nice. Revitalize queued, I guess. Again, it's just a waiting game. It's just a waiting game for us because we know how to play against this garbage. He's gonna probably risk it and just do another emergency powers or something like that out of sheer desperation. That's usually how it goes. Because at this moment, he should kind of understand that there's not a lot he can do. A lightning helix to the face. Okay, cool. I guess. He's maybe testing us. Yeah. See? Emergency powers. Out of desperation. He could concede after this. Very high concede chances pretty soon. Or I was kind of expecting after this. Oh! And there we go. Again, professional counterspell player, boys. You know, you can say whatever you want about me, but when it comes to actually counterspells and analyzing matchups, I'm your boy right here. I'm so good at this, it is insanity. Okay? Literally the best in the world. Yeah, but the fact that I can just predict when my opponent's saltiness levels are reaching the peak, mwah! Mwah! Love it! Love it a lot. Should probably text also. Pip. 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 By the way, Wizards is currently trying to force us to lose, if anyone hasn't noticed. It's just the fact that Wizards is trying to make it that the game is like, oh no, you didn't just blah blah blah. And since it gives me some options, I can literally just outthink Wizards currently. Pre-med the Doomskar. He's gonna draw, like, what are the chances? This is either Arcane Bombardment or something, or it's some kind of low tier creature. Yeah, that's a low tier creature. So HP is gonna be, actually I do this. If he Obnixiluses us now, it's gonna be pretty much over. Because you can't counterspell the second. But we do have Fateful Absence, so I guess it's fine. Keep your hands to yourself, Bubba. This is always, by the way, better than letting your opponent see your hand, because because this makes them guess. Okay, and we have Veto, Fateful Absence. Man, I hate when it's the matchups like this because these are. The problem here is it's tricky to see how much of a resource our HP is gonna be, because maybe he has some kind of stupid things that does stupid things. What is this? Vestvale Abbey. Pay 1 life, create a no one cares. Create a white-black human whoa! Token, sacrifice 5 creatures, and whoa! Whoa, this is cool. Huh. This is pretty cool, and we're fucked. We are actually fucked at this rate. Yeah, if he just plays an Obnixilis with the sack effect, there's no doing. Damn, what are you doing on Ichan? Like, how? Yo, if I get two more lands, I just win, right? He's gonna sacrifice it, right? No, wait, what? Okay. I mean, I have never seen anyone play this card. I think for good reason also, because it's kind of shit, but, you know, you do you, boo. He does have this, which is annoying. I'm kind of running out of options. Do I just Revitalize, let this happen, and hope that I draw 2 lands in a row? Yeah, I think that's gonna be the play. That's gonna be the play. Union of the Third Pack buys us time, which is good. But I need to get rid of this because the effect is just too the effect is just too powerful in terms of stacking. I can't let him just get enough card advantage like this. Okay, so currently we're living with a very, very, very prominent 22.5 land draw ratio. 10 out of 10 wizards, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay, he sacks. Yeah, that's expected. Might as well just sack the blood token while you're at it, honestly. Okay, still have nothing, but I do have Union of the Third Pack, which could give me like 2 extra turns of value. So, if we draw a land, Union into another land, we could recover, technically. Even though it's really arduous. He does this and I pretty much lose. Because this is just still... What the fuck did you just play? What do you mean that's a card? What kind of low-tier imbecile are you? Well, we shouldn't lose. We should not lose. Hopefully. Because again, this card can win technically solo-handedly against us. But at least we kind of have bought us a little bit of time. It's gonna be sad when he actually casts it. But hopefully, if we draw a land, what's my play? Union, land, hope for the best? Oh yeah, something like that. Oh shit, actually. Okay, let's, whatever. Can I counterspell? I can't counterspell this, but he has, we need to counterspell 2 of these. Jeez, bruh. What do I do? He's just gonna Croxa, isn't he? But does the Croxa effect permeate through the counterspell? Is it instantaneously when it's cast? Because this was super annoying. Again, he can just win by casting this shit. I kind of fumbled on the Union of Third Pact, honestly. Okay, wait, I can counterspell this. Good. That's actually good. Counter target creature spell. Crocs is as deadly as this garbage, so whatever. Whatever. Dude, this looks bad though for us. This looks bad on so many. We couldn't even use the quench. Well, if he's doing anything, I'm quenching it. That's for show. If we draw, man, the land draw is kind of ruining us. I think we're gonna draw our mirror. I think it's mirror draw clock, by the way. That actually works, I think. We can do this plus quench. But it's probably just gonna be a seasoned pyromancer from him and, you know, fucking YOLO for 20, technically. I hope he crocs us. And he did not crocs. Oh boy. Well, that is not good for us, unless we draw a Vrat. Huh. Will you look at that? He can't... Wait, he can't crocs again. Maybe I actually can't survive this. He has too much mana for quenches to actually work, though. The fuck is this? Smite the Darkness. Deals 3 damage to their rulers is indestructible and exile. Okay, cool. Well, at least it's cool. Look at that! The Witch King! Bam! I am no... Oh no, no living man am I? Was that what she said? I don't think that was what she said. Maybe they're not allowed to do actual quotes. Who knows? In any case, what now? Oh, land, that's actually good. Okay, this allows us to Dovin and Quench. So, shouldn't be that bad, right? If he crocs, but he can't crocs. How many does the what 5? This exile 5 other cards. Okay, 5 it is. So Croxa itself is in the graveyard, by the way. He just did a thing. I mean, okay, sure. This is annoying, but it's actually kind of sustainable. That's a cool looking token, though. Okay, 7 HP, but it's not that bad. But Croxa, remember, can deal 3 damage to you. So, a bit annoying. Fae of Wishes. What's the play here? If I Fae of Wishes, what's the best I can get? The best I can get is Dick All. Okay, so do it like this. I don't think he has a solution for it. For some reason, he's not playing also anything. That's like super sus. Like the idea that he actually just uses the Abbey is kind of insane to me. He should have something else in his hand, but he's just not using it. But you know, if he wants to waste time by creating Abbey tokens, honestly, go for it, my dude. Again, I have enough things. Can I let this slide? Probably no. Probably no. Well, worst case scenario, Fae of Wishes into a blocking Fae of Wishes is not that bad. It's kind of bad, but hey, it's not the worst case scenario. Again, mirror a clock. It should happen here. And the moment... Dude, what are you doing? Are you just trying to get Croxa materials at this point? That seems a bit obtuse. Okay, so what's my play? Is it Doomsday? Or is it, 3? It has to be Narset into that. Okay, good. The Crocs costs 2, so I can I think it's gonna be ditch the Quench. Because he's definitely just Crocsing. Yeah, and that should be his full turn, I guess, even. If he does something else, I can still Doomskar plus Narset. Narset gives me a little bit of a slight card advantage, so we should be still in it. Very annoying! But dealable. Okay, Castle Vantress is not the worst here. I repeat, Castle Vantress is not actually the worst here. Okay, if this survives for a long enough time... I can actually... Okay, Memory Deluge coming in hot. I think it's gonna be Memory Deluge into Mirror, because we're supposed to hit it mathematically, like, pretty much almost right now. Okay, that's a wasted turn. I like it. I like it. It's a wasted turn. Oh, come on! Why is this not banned in Historic? Shit. Okay. I mean, sure plus sure. Can I actually play this? Or is it too greedy? I think I can. And I think I must, honestly, at this point. Sure. Why honestly not? If we get to flip the Azcanta, it's kind of big. I can still drop Fae of Wishes as a blocker also. He's gonna most likely try and resurrect Kroxa into Kiki Jiki mirrors. What is this? Oh, epic downfall, no one cares. Uh-huh. Yep, there we go with the Kroxas. This guy literally just... Well... Oh no, he has mana for Kroxa! Shit. Well, hopefully this is gonna be big. Again, we have battled the Kroxas forever at this point. We have actually battled the Kroxas forever. I can't actually even do this what the fuck is this? Okay, this sucks. This sucks on multiple levels. But there's a chance he doesn't have removal for it because he's ditching every... He's obviously discarding every point of removal. Oh no, he has removal. Oh no. Man, the mirror! The mirror was too late! Yep, now we lose. Well, that was close. Yeah, the mirror was too late. Again, too many Kroxas and shit. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, this was Wizard Sid saying thanks for watching, subscribe and already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye!